Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Hello and welcome to SBC Sports Center. I'm Oliver Cabot here with Lev Suker and Teddy Miller. Our topic today, the winners and losers of this NBA free agency period. Lev, we'll start with you.
I think the number one winner of NBA free agency was the Chicago Bulls because they gone from a team who wasn't even in the play-in to a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. They already had Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic, two all-stars. And now they got Lonzo Ball, who is pretty solid, especially as a good playmaker. They got DeMar DeRozan, top 10 small forward in the league. And they got, the best of all, they got rid of Cristiano Felicio. And now the East has gotten a little bit more tame, so I think they can be a top 5 seed. And the number one losers in free agency, in my opinion, are the Los Angeles Lakers. I know they got a lot of good players, but none of them can shoot. The best shooter they got was Wayne Ellington. What's going to happen for the Lakers is they're going to be about like a 50-win team, be like a 5 seed, and they're going to be a first-round exit, and everyone's going to be like, they had so much higher expectations. What's the issue? And the issue is that they have no shooters. Teddy?
I'm going to agree with Lev on the Chicago Bulls thing. I think they had some great additions with Lonzo, DeRozan, and with LaVine. I think they had some great additions. I'm going to agree with him on that. They could make a deep playoff. But I think the Lakers were the biggest losers this year because even though they're old, you don't have to shoot a lot of threes to be good. You have to just have that teamwork and chemistry and just be good outside shooters. But 3-point percentage isn't all that matters. I think the biggest losers in this free agency have probably been the Knicks. They gave way too much money to Julius Randle and are signing Evan Fournier for so much money, and they've given out all these contracts. But they did get Kemba, who still has prime left, but I think they're the biggest losers here.
All right, well, in my opinion for this, I consider one of the winners to be the New York Knicks. Sure, they signed Randle for a crap ton of money, and sure, they gave Evan Fournier also way too much money. But considering the potential they still have on their roster, and the fact that they gave Kemba, who averaged over 20 a game last year, for less than $10 million, I just believe that they also have, absolutely brilliant. And I also agree with Lev that some of the losers were the Los Angeles Lakers. This would be a super team in about 2012, maybe. But nowadays, it's just a bunch of old bags that LeBron brought in. So, in my opinion, they just threw away their future here. And so, what's this? Oh, pardon me. It seems as if we have some breaking news. Oh my goodness. The Portland Trailblazers have traded Damian Lillard to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for 3 first-round picks, Kristaps Porzingis, and a second-round pick. That is an absolute blockbuster deal we are hearing right now, as Dame Time is moving to Dallas. Any opinions, Lev?
Yes. This is awful for Dallas. This is just what Dallas needs to be bad. This is Luka Doncic's team. He needs a big man to play with, an elite big man to play with, not another elite guard. He is the elite guard. Teams with elite guards don't usually do so well, as in the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving and James Harden. They have not found their way together yet. This is awful. This is just blasphemy for the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks are not going to make it anywhere in the West. They will make the playoffs, maybe in the second round. They're not winning a ring with Dame and Luka. And for the Blazers, this is a win. You got Kristaps Porzingis to join C.J. McCollum, who's now CJ can have this team. CJ and Kristaps together is actually pretty good. And then you still got Nurkic. I don't know who's going to be the point guard. Probably Norman Powell if they can play him at the 1, or maybe they'll play him at the 3. But this Blazers team is good. I think they would be better with Dame, but I know reports were saying he wanted out. So the Blazers win this trade. The Mavericks clearly lost this trade.
It was a good trade for the Mavericks. Porzingis obviously did not fit in the system with Luka Doncic, and it's good to have Lillard and Doncic now, who are two elite scorers that to me use in Jason Kidd's offense, who is a very creative play caller and coach. I think this is just what Dallas needs to make a deep playoff run, but they're not going to win the title this year. But it's a good move for them. I think the Blazers might have also won this trade. It might be a win-win trade.
Yeah, I am definitely with Lev here. This is horrible for the Mavericks. They just, Dame Time had ruled over Oregon as, the supreme thing. They had McCollum and they had Nurkic, but Dame ran that team. And, Luka is somebody who you need to build your team around right now. And Lillard is not going to do that. And considering now the Blazers have Porzingis and McCollum and all of that, plus the 3 first-round picks in the future, the Blazers have a bright future, and the Mavericks just completely upset their chemistry dynamic that has been so good all these years. All right, this has been the SBC Broadcasting Show. I'm Oliver Cabot here with Lev Suker and Teddy Miller. Good night.